Hello Libra, here's your weekly horoscope for March 14 to March 20th. There is a lot going on. There was a lot going on last week in the news media with, some trouble in the UK royal family. But as well for you, Libra, you have had some planetary aspects that are highlighting some issues perhaps in some relationships with you. That could be at work or could be at home or could even be within yourself. But the good news is, as of the new moon that we had this past Saturday, and with your ruling planet Venus conjunct Neptune pretty much all last week, although there may have been some relationship issues come up, they were actually opportunities for you to bring things into proper balance. So hopefully you were able to do that in some way. Your sign is very much a stickler for meeting people halfway. You are the sign of balance. And in any relationship, both sides should be completing their responsibilities or commitments that have been decided with each other. But sometimes those things aren't discussed, and certainly with the Venus-Neptune conjunction last week, some issues may have been brought up for you that you would have to deal with. This week is great because the aspects that I see for this week of March 14 to March 20th may allow you to bring a lot of healing both to your own self-talk, but also to relationships at work and in your personal life. So let's dive into some of this and see what we come up with here. So your ruling planet Venus is conjunct the Sun in Pisces all week. What I like about that aspect is the Sun tends to highlight or put a spotlight, even warm up some of the signs, houses, and planets that it contacts. So Venus is the planet of feelings. And when the Sun highlights or puts a spotlight on that, well, you're all about Venus and feelings, and you love to share with your friends, and you can be a very warm and kind sign. But unfortunately, because of that, sometimes people may try to take advantage of you and your good nature. Well, with the Sun in conjuncting Venus, there's more of an opportunity for things to become fair, perhaps because you speak up and make it so, or because it just happens that people realize that, hey, you're a great person, they want to hang out with you in a good way, not a bad way, and vice versa. With the moon in Aries beginning off the week as well, from Sunday through Tuesday, the moon represents emotions, and it's in the 7th house of relationships for you. So it is the house that your sign rules. So especially with relationships, the week starts off with opportunities for you to bring about some healing, some discussions, or some resolution to any issues that came up, especially in personal life, but possibly also in business relationships. Although Mercury in Aquarius is not making any aspects this week, in this latter few degrees of Aquarius that it's in for the first couple of days, there is opportunity for you to speak up, and so you should, because you may find, again, resolution is more possible than if you keep quiet. Now, Mars in Gemini from Tuesday on will trine Saturn. That is fantastic because Mars in Gemini and Saturn in Aquarius, they're the other two air signs, Libra being the third. So for some of you Libras, you may have what's called a grand trine going on somewhere in your chart with that Mars-Saturn trine. That's fantastic because that will really bring about work opportunities, the opportunity to expand in your work and your career, but really almost anything that you put effort into starting on Tuesday for the next 10 days should bear fruit for you. So Libra, please do not waste this aspect and just binge watch TV. You need to get off your butt and go after what you want. And I guarantee, all right, I can't guarantee, I'm just an astrologer, but I can possibly tell you that what you're working on this week will work out for you, will bear fruit. So be fearless and go after what you want this week. Jupiter, also in Aquarius, may be being very kind to your horoscope right now, and it's in a lovely semi-sextile to Neptune and Pisces all week. It's a minor aspect, but believe you me, when Jupiter and Neptune get together, even in a soft aspect, it can bring about healing, understanding, higher knowledge, perhaps even want you to get more involved in your faith and spirituality, or just get outdoors and enjoy nature. So it's a great aspect to help you feel good inside. So again, don't waste your time this week. Lastly, we do have Chiron in the sign of Aries. I probably have talked in previous videos about how that's in a sign, and Chiron is an asteroid that brings about healing of relationships, etc. Well, this week it's especially strong because it's in a soft semi-sextile to Uranus and in a very strong sextile to that Mars-Saturn trine that I mentioned. It's aspecting both those planets. So again, Anywhere that you're feeling wounded, bring it up, speak about it, and look towards resolving it. If you had any physical health issues going on this year, this week is great for you to begin to find that you're healing better. I would say that by the end of this week, Libra, for most of you, you're going to be able to say, wow, this is one of the best weeks I've had in a while. And I sincerely hope that that's how it turns out for you. Good luck.